A bombshell about President Trump's taxes proving to be a little bit of a dud. Rachel Maddow getting all wound up and hyping the big reveal.
You may have heard, we've got some significant breaking news tonight. Donald Trump's tax returns have surfaced, at least a portion of Donald Trump's past tax returns.
Well, actually, it was 2 pages from 2005 showing that Mr. Trump paid a tax rate of about 25%, which was a higher percent than President Obama paid in 2015. Even the Washington Post calling it a nothing burger.
Hold it now.
Rachel Maddow continues to investigate the Trump-Russia connection, exposing new details.
The Trump campaign didn't just benefit from Russia interfering in our presidential campaign. The point of this is they colluded. They helped. They were in on it.
The reporting shows a disturbing pattern of rolling disclosure among the president's inner circle when it comes to their contacts with Russia.
Because of Russian interference in our election.
I have to say, tantalizing evidence of some kind of collusion.
Continuing influence in our country, not just during the campaign, but during the administration. Basically signs of what could be a continuing operation.
Well, I knew the whole world was watching. It was my first big independent production following 15 years at ABC News. I knew that everybody had tuned in, and I wanted to bury myself in the hole when I found nothing. But I tell you what I did find was ratings, and I think Rachel Maddow also will discover the ratings inside the empty vault. Yeah. But I think that because she made fun of me when I said that maybe I had some Trump tapes during that whole Access Hollywood thing, and then I did not deliver. She made fun of me and said it was Al Capone's vault all over again. I submit to you that Rachel Maddow now has the mantle of the Al Capone vault.
One very big difference, though, from a production standard is you didn't know what was inside the vault. While she was doing all that hyping, she knew what was in the tax returns, and so she knew as she's hyping that she wasn't really revealing anything. I mean, he paid $38 million in taxes. If you look at his effective tax rate, at 25.3%, he was paying a higher rate than President Obama, 18.7%.
We have obtained this, but this is all we've got. This tells us something, but he still has disclosed, certainly willingly disclosed, nothing compared to all other modern presidents. Financial reporter who found the president's 2005 tax returns in his mailbox. David, thank you for being here.
Delighted.
First of all, congratulations on this scoop. What can you tell us about how you got these pages, how you got this document?
Came in the mail over the transom, and there is absolutely nothing improper about journalists, if you haven't solicited something, getting it over the transom. And by the way, let me point out, it's entirely possible that Donald sent this to me. Donald Trump has, over the years, leaked all sorts of things. The very sleazy girl-on-girl pictures of the First Lady in the New York Post may have come from Donald. The front pages of the state tax returns that we had that were sent to the New York Times and the New York Daily News last fall may have come from Donald. Donald has a long history of leaking material about himself when he thinks it's in his interests.
Do we have reason to believe that those documents that you just described there were leaked by him, or is it just a possibility?
It's a possibility, and it could have been leaked by someone in his direction.
On and on and on and on. I can't stop, y'all, until I early morn. So rock, y'all, tick-tock, y'all, do the beat, y'all. Come on, rock, y'all. I give thanks for inspiration. It guides my mind along the way. A lot of people get jealous. They're talking about me, but that's just because they haven't got a thing to say.
So guess what? There's a big scoop. Rachel Maddow had a big scoop. Look, there's breaking. We've got Trump's tax returns tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern. Seriously. Then she tweeted again, White House reaction to tonight's tax return scoop. It's a scoop. The White House, it's a scoop. Rachel's got a scoopsie. So I don't know if you saw the segment. It was pretty disappointing.
Rachel Maddow revealed 2 pages of Donald Trump's 2005 tax return. She showed on the show that he made $150 million that year and paid 25% tax. I mean, do you understand what this means? Seriously, I'm asking. I don't. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it low? Is it high?
Last night, Rachel Maddow aired an exclusive report on how to stretch out an hour. Who produced that segment? Ryan Seacrest?
Rachel took us on an emotional roller coaster. Because like a roller coaster, at the end, you're right back where you started and feeling a little queasy.
It definitely seems like Trump found it. For example, for dependents, he wrote Ivanka, Don Jr., and what's her name? For tax-exempt interest, he wrote, I'm very interested in being tax-exempt. And you go,
see, that's funny you say that. Because I think if Trump didn't do that, they would have handled it differently. I think they pivoted. They just pivoted wrong. They wanted to maintain the feel of the exclusive, but since Trump had already revealed it, they needed to blow it up some other way.
Oh, you think they were going to do it differently?
I think they were going to talk about the return. I don't think she was going to do a wind up to a pitch.
They couldn't talk about the return. Because there was it was the two numbers.
Because there was nothing to talk about.
That was it.
Do you think she was going to do that no matter what?
I think that what happened last night was a straight up publicity stunt by a journalist that I really respect and was really disappointed in, and I don't think they put any thought into it at all.
But do you think that the way it went down was the way it was planned, even before Trump?
Absolutely. Nothing. There was no there.
There was no there is a problem. I know. God, I don't know. That's interesting. I don't know. I don't know whether this was their pivot or whether this was their plan. But it was, I think it backfired. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yes, it was Rachel Maddow's Y2K. As we sit on the brink of a nuclear showdown with North Korea, this manic mouthpiece fixates on a 12-year-old tax return belonging to Trump, and boy, did she sell it like a timeshare in a Florida swamp. It was ShamWow meets Shark Tank without the charm and twice as smug.
Oh my God.
It's been a little bit of a hullabaloo around here this evening. I apologize for being a little flustered.
People literally were tweeting at me, shut up, get to Rachel.
Let me give you the basics. Aside from the numbers being large, these pages are straightforward. He paid $38 million, looks like $38 million in taxes. He took a big write-down of $103 million. More on that later. If you add up the lines for income, he made more than $150 million in that year. Mazel tov.
So that's it. Talk about a big fat zero, or 6 zeros with a 38 in front of it. Trump paid $36 million in taxes at a tax rate higher than Obama, Comrade Bernie, and MSNBC. I salute you, Maddow. The Pulitzer is in the mail. What's next? Will you be revealing Steve Bannon's disturbing ankle tattoo? I hear it's a dolphin. Huh? So when America hears this news, what do you think they think? Outrage, scandal? No, they think, wow, Trump's rich. Who knew? So how did Rachel fall for this? Trump set it up by fueling the intrigue. Remember when the Roadrunner would paint a tunnel entrance on a rock formation so the coyote would slam right into it? Trump just did that to Rachel. He baited the trap for months, pretending that somewhere lurked the Ark of the Covenant. And now MSNBC has to peel Rachel and her smirk off that stone wall. Trump wins again by the left simply losing their minds and their ethics and their dignity and their self-control. It was awesome.